Alright guys, here we are once again, Larry's backyard garage. Just wondering if any of you guys wondered what a 30-year-old tailgate for a 95 Mazda pickup truck would look like on the inside after 30 years. Pickup truck tailgate after 30 years. Inside view. Now look at that, guys. That thing is clean as a whistle. Now this truck spent a little time, very little, up in Illinois. Its first year, I think my sister moved down here. I think she moved down here at the end of 95 or early 96. But take a look at that. I can say this, Ford did a good job. Well, this is a Mazda, but it was built by Ford. They did a good job rust-proofing their stuff. They dipped the bodies in this zinc self-etching primer. And look at that, after all those years. Now it did have a little bit of rust down in here because that's a pinch. The metal's pinched. Water gets down in there and it wore out the finish. So I had some pit holes. I cut that out. About right here to there. Cut that out. Welded some new metal in there. Good as new. A few dents that I had to work out and do a little body work. I spent a lot of time straightening this tailgate and filling all the little dents and dings, fixing that rust right there, and block sanding this out, getting it ready for paint. And then I come up with this crazy idea to do something custom to it. When I get an idea, sometimes I have to go with it. I'm like a dog on a bone. Sometimes I just can't let go of it. Good or bad, it happens. So anyways, guys, this right here is what you call balls deep commitment. There ain't no turning back now. This is happening. Alright? And here's that piece I told you about in the last video. This is out of a 80s, early 90s Ford Ranger square body pickup. Out of the tailgate on that. I cut it out. I welded in new pieces where the F-O-R-D was. I welded up all these holes that are everywhere where they had put the aluminum insert over this. Welded up where the original tailgate latch would have been. And just to prove I ain't lying, because that right there primer you see is self-etching primer. I put that on there so it won't rust. I still got to do body work and stuff. And if you really look close, you can see some of the welds where I ground it and all that. Didn't do a bad job, but welded all that metal in there. And then where those holes were, I couldn't do that. So backside, I just laid some patches over there and welded them. But you can see the welds for the butt welds on the F-O-R-D or whatever. Anyways, and then more self-etching primer. And what I am going to do on every one of these welds before I finish this is I'm going to seam seal this with seam sealer and these two. Anyways, here's the final product. I want to show it to you. My battery's just getting low on this camera. And look at that shit, guys. There is a 1995 Mazda pickup tailgate that's from one of the round body models. And we have the center right there out of an old school Ford Ranger pickup tailgate, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if I can weld that in and make that look right. Obviously it still needs some metal working, and it's going to need some body work, a lot of it. So this right here kind of crap is the reason why I never finish anything, because I do stuff, I do body work, I do metal work, I make it look nice, and then later I come up with a new idea and I have to cut it all back apart again and try something new. So anyways, that's it, guys. See you next time.